Well, good afternoon, YouTubers. This is my Mountaineer 2004 4.6 big V8. I just put it all back together. Got new head gaskets on and everything. Pretty sweet ride. It's all-wheel drive. Got my tires, ABS sensors all on. No check engine lights. Running great. And of course, I'm very cautious about everything. I've been noticing I've had a coolant leak. I've been losing a little bit of coolant. It's not much. It's probably a quart or so every week or so. So one day I come out here and I said, well, I'm going to check the oil. I went to put a little oil in it and notice this. They call this engine Mayo. I guess moisture is getting into the engine somewhere. It could be a faulty PVC valve. I don't know. I've checked everything. Everything seems to be okay, but it's a little bit of moisture. It's kind of nasty looking stuff. Don't know where it's coming from. So today what I did, I went to a local parts store, AutoZone, and rented a pressure tester kit right there, like $200. But you know, you give them a deposit and you take it back and get your money back. And I've had pressure on this thing for 10 minutes, and it's holding right at 22 pounds. Actually, it's 22 pounds. There we go, 22 pounds, and it has not moved whatsoever. So I know the pressure in this engine, the radiator side, is okay. So I'm not sure where the moisture is coming from. So this was well worth the rent to find out that I don't have any leaks. So I'm going to fill this back up and just kind of watch it over the next couple of days. But there's been a lot of discussion that these engines will do this if you don't drive it a lot. I haven't really got to drive it too much because I just got back together. I put about 200 miles on it in town around here in the country, but it just kind of concerns me. But I don't have any leaks according to my gauge, so I'll just go ahead and see what happens. I'll fill it up and go from there. But you might want, if you have this problem, just to be safe, you might want to do a radiator pressure test. Some of the cars, you know, you get all these different fittings and so forth for different types of radiators. Just so you know, if you want to rent one of these things, and pretty easy to do. So I don't know. I'll have to deal with this and see what happens. I want to drive it some more, but it's been on here for 10 minutes and hasn't moved a bit. Of course, when I go to release it here, you'll hear a hiss. So there you go. It was holding really good. So that's good to know. I feel a lot better today because I thought I was going to have to tear the engine apart and put a new set of head gaskets on it. So apparently I did it okay. So you just kind of pop that off like that. That comes off. Lay that in there like that, and you unscrew this. Kind of tight. I had it on there pretty tight. There we go. Not as strong as I used to be. I'm no spring chicken. There, but cap's good. He's in good shape. The rubber's all right. So I'm gonna fill this up after a while. See what happens. So just so you know, thought I'd make a quick video to show you guys. If you have that issue, you might want to do some research before you tear your engine apart. And again, it could be normal. I don't know. I've had this valve pan cover off, both of them. This side had some of this on the inside of the valve pan cover. This side didn't. So I don't know. My PVC valve is right down here, so I may shoot some air in there and clean it out, make sure it's okay. But it looked okay when I had it apart. So I don't know. So there you go. I'm going to take this kit and test it on my Mountaineer. I have an 02 Green Explorer out front. Has the same engine, and I know it has a coolant leak. So I'm going to test this on it just to verify that it does work. But I'm pretty sure it does. I want to see how much of a coolant leak I have on my Mountaineer, not my Mountaineer, my 2002 Ford Explorer out front. It's actually leaking in the intake in the far back in there on the other one. So I'll show you here in a second. So I'll go ahead and wrap this up here, and I'll be right back. And one more look at her. Pretty cool. Okay, this is my 2002 Ford Explorer with a V8 4.6, and I know it has a small coolant leak because I've seen it back here on this plastic intake. There is they all do that. They develop a very small hairline crack in this intake and a very far back here on the driver's side, and it leaks coolant. So if you have coolant leaking out back here underneath your engine, you know where it's coming from, that's exactly where it's coming from. I've replaced this intake before, but I've got my pressure gauge on here, and I had it up to 20 pounds. It's leaked off a little bit, so yeah, it's leaked off a little bit. So I know that's where my leak back there is. So it's nice to have one of these to rent to make sure everything's okay. So it's down to, looks like it's down to about 19, 18 now, and it's been about 2 minutes. So it's leaked off a couple of pounds. So I know this guy here is okay. So I just have to figure out where the mayonnaise, but you can see here the oil cap in this one, it's fine. But the moisture is not a problem in the engine in this one. So see where we're at now. We're at about four, yeah, it's down to, it's leaked off. It's down to 18 pounds. So I just want to show you guys that. So if you have a problem with that Mayo in your oil cap, do a pressure check just to verify you don't have a leak somewhere in the head gasket. If not, more than likely you probably have an intake leak or something if you have moisture coming in, but I haven't even verified that yet. So I'll do some more research, but like I said, it could be just normal. So good luck, and hopefully you guys will figure out if you have this problem with moisture coming in. You'll figure it out, but I don't think it's anything major at this point. But if you have a head gasket that's leaking really bad, you'll have water in the dipstick, and I don't have that. Both engines are bone dry. No water, no moisture on the dipstick whatsoever. So I don't know. All right, have a good Sunday, and thanks for watching, and good luck, guys. Hopefully you'll find out your moisture problem if you have one in your oil cap.